All right, guys. It's a Friday. You know what that means. My Friday free for all. Gotta talk about a couple of things here. This is DJ Wolf Live. Yeah. All right, guys and gals. Crazy stuff going on. Let me go ahead and waste any time on it. Let me get ready to talk about it. This is regarding your president-elect, Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden came out with a couple of things. He came out with some of his cabinet people that he put out that he officially appointed to be cabinet members. Surprisingly, there is only one African American male cabinet member, and I know he's under the military. I forgot the name escapes me, but I do notice that he said he wants an eclectic mix of people from different ethnic backgrounds. Two of them, I believe, are of Indian descent. But most of the main cabinet members, the head cabinet members, are white, and a white female. Just saying. The ones that I saw. The black cabinet members are on like the second and third tier cabinet members. All right. Now, what's interesting, you got all these black folks talking about, well, you need to hire more black folks. You need to hire more black folks. You need to hire more black folks. Now, I was thinking about this, and I heard a number of prominent YouTubers say the same thing. What is hiring a number of black folks to key top cabinet positions going to do for you? Think about two of the top ones that was in high positions from 2008 to 2016. Yes, Obama and Eric Holder. What did they do for you? That was the first thing that came to my mind when I heard black folks talking about, well, you need to have more black people. You need to... Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. You know, they did nothing for you. They did nothing. Hiring black folks in top positions, when it ain't running black folks, African Americans from the river to the tutor, from the top all the way down, means nothing. So I got a message. It means nothing. Guys, it means nothing. I mean, seriously, it means nothing. You know, okay. So you got top black brass in administration, including well, at the time, including Barack Obama. What did they do for you? They didn't do nothing for you. So shut up. Unless we're all over the courts and everything else in terms of high positions, it means nothing. And even if you are, it means nothing. To me anymore, it's not even about whether you're black or white. It does mean it, but it don't if you're not doing anything. You know? And that's the point I'm trying to make. Kamala, somebody refer to her as Cop Harris. I call her Come Along Harris. I should call her Cop Along Harris. That's another story, even though she's VP. But nevertheless, we haven't gotten anything anymore than we need to. There was an interview that Joe Biden was talking about. He was being asked about reparations. You know, what type of implementation he was going to address and put out for blacks for reparations. And of course, Joe Biden said, now I'm kind of paraphrasing it, that he wanted to include American Indians. Now, don't get me wrong. American Indians should have been the first ones to have ever given reparations. I'm saying that because it's true. They should have been. They were the first ones here. But they've already gotten that. They've gotten reparations in the form of land and subsidies. They've gotten that. I'm talking about free land, not project housing like they gave us. Like we were animals. They gave those guys land. They've already gotten their 40 acres in the mule. But Biden gonna talk about why, Biden circumventing the whole thing. It's funny that he has no problem getting votes from black folks, but when it comes to stuff, realistic things that's needed for black folks, he doubles down, and that's just what he did. And I heard him saying, I was like, well, I'd be goddamn. Here you are, call yourself rapping black folks like it's going out of style, and the next minute you know, this son of a bitch talking about, if I do the reparations, I have to include the American Indians. American Indians have already have gotten the reparations. Okay? Black folks, African Americans have never received reparations for slavery. Never. And the moment we even talk about reparations, what do these fools say? What the hell they say? Oh, we have to include such and such. It takes time. That's what Obama was saying in a recent interview. It takes time for things to change. Fuck out of here. We've been hearing that same bullshit for fucking 50 years. It takes time for change. Get the fuck out of here. Didn't take no time for him to put out the Liberty Act for women. Didn't take time for him to create the bill for DACA for illegal immigrants. Didn't take time for any of that. No. Not even an order. Or gay rights. He was so elated by that, he actually put special lights he spotted on the White House in the color of the gay rights flag. Yeah. That's how much guys like him and Biden represent blacks. 0%. Oh, when they want your votes, they 100 all day. But when it comes to representation from these motherfuckers, it's 0%. 0%. Let me repeat. 0 fucking percent. All day long. What is with this damn... Why don't you get behind like everybody else, you dumbass? Yeah. These people can't drive. Excuse my French. Yeah. 0% all day long. Mm-hmm. They have no F's to give around here, man. They really don't. They really don't. Come on, man. Big league over there. Yeah. They could care less. They could really care less. And that's the part of the problem right there. Yeah. Oh, they make them big promises, talk about all these grandiose, big-ass changes, and they don't do a damn thing for you. They do nothing for you. They do nothing for you. Just talk. Talk. That's all we ever hear from politicians. That's all we ever hear. And I'm tired of hearing it. I'm actually tired of hearing it every 4 years. Go vote. Go vote. Because it matters. Go vote. Because we depend on it. Go vote. Oh, vote. Vote is everything depends on it. Blah, blah, blah. Because it does. Blah, blah. And then, you know what? Hey, I said that. I said even I was wrong about it. Voting don't mean squat. It's just you sitting in line for 90 minutes to 2 hours, standing on your feet, doing nothing but waiting to put somebody in office who's going to make probably 5 times more than you've ever made in your lifetime in 1 year. That's what that's all about. These guys come from well-to-do families. Biden can't say it, though, because his dad was some kind of guy up somewhere in our business or something. I forgot. Kamala Harris' parents was well-to-do. Obama, mom and dad was well-to-do, even though his father lived with. Hillary Clinton family came from money. Trump family came from money. Bush family all came from money. Come on now. And that's all they're doing. It's a monopoly of people who play a shell game called politics where they keep the money in the families. That's a fact. You ain't got to believe me? Go read a book. Okay? They all want to act like, oh, I came from my mom's family. I came from dirt poor. That Clinton, now Bill Clinton himself claimed he was dirt poor. But you don't really know much about his family. You don't really know much about his dad at all. And you barely know about his mother. So that's another whole story. But ain't too many of these recent presidents in the last 60, 70, 80 years that didn't come from money. Even the Roosevelts came from money. I mean, come on. Really? They all came from money. And that's what they do. That power structure keep them. That's how they're able to run something called campaigns. It's people that they know that put them in those power structures that keep them in power. That's what this mess has always been about for decades and decades on end throughout the history of politics. And I ain't talking about the Mayberry type of local type of yokel towns or small towns. I'm talking about politics where the guys come in the big leagues. Like the Bidens and the Bushes and the Obamas. That kind of politics. Yeah. And I was thinking about that. I just realized how much bullshit Barack Obama talked about during his 60-minute piece. It's ridiculous. Well, sometimes change doesn't always come right away. Really? It always seemed to for everybody else. And you had no problems repping them either. Never had a problem repping them at all. Ever. Obama. That's what be killing me about that, man. They say one thing and do something else. Biden, something Biden did, I was just thinking about it earlier. He's telling black folks, "Oh, you got to work with the Hispanic people to do this and blah blah blah." I'm kind of paraphrasing that, but he was saying stuff like to a point where you have to do the work for them with them. Barking out orders to what we need to do instead of what you want to do for us. It's the same usual typical bullshit that you hear off from politicians all the time. Particularly the likes of a Joe Biden or Barack Obama or Trump. And speaking of Trump, this butt munch wife, I heard the other day, is already ready to move out. She's anticipating moving day. She wants to get back to her lavish lifestyle with dump Trump, which I think is going to be her next move if they ever get charges on this son of a bitch, which I hear is coming. I was telling somebody yesterday that I'm not sure if the New York charges are going to actually stick. I hope they do. I don't know if they will. Trump still has plenty of friends in high places, and even though a lot of them told him to give up trying to fight this so-called voter suppression that he thinks has been bestowed upon him because it wasn't, I think they're still going to support him in the long run. And the one reason why I will say why Trump, let me put it like this. I don't really think Trump is overly concerned about seizing power. I think he does want to stay in another 4 years. But I think knowing that he knows that he lost the election in the back of his mind, he really, really, really wants to keep the family name going. I think that's the real reason he really wants to stay in power, in addition to him wanting to be in the addition 4 years. Because he know he lost. That's why I keep talking about, I want to run again in 2024. But there's a chance that he may not run in 2024. You know? And of course, that's where he leaves it up to his kids to take over. He wants to create a dynasty of white supremacy. And that's what he's doing. And that's what he's attempting to do now. He's sitting there, got the dog whistles out, telling people how he was robbed of the election. His claim. That was a completely baseless claim. And it's been proven from everybody, sea to shiny sea. Come on, man. I ain't moving that fast. I ain't doing all that. Yeah, from sea to shiny sea, it's been proven beyond question of a doubt, beyond shadow of a doubt, that he lost the election, period. Every state that he tried to claim that he claimed the fix was in was never a fix. It's already been proven. But what he did, he put the dog whistle out for his millions of people who wagging their tails. Talk about, yeah, he won. No, he didn't. Okay? They want this bullshit. And then I heard Rush Limbaugh yesterday talking some bullshit. You know, they just don't know how to accept it. Let's put it like this. They don't want to accept the fact that the power structure in this country is changing. You know, to a point where people now say, look, you guys aren't going to control what you think you want to control here because you guys have did enough corruption. It's time for y'all to get out. See, Trump was the Republican Party's last hope to stronghold the working class citizens of this country. There's no doubt about that. No question about it. But they didn't realize that people had a lot of resolve to say, you know what, we're not dealing with this bullshit no more with you. And even people who were former Trump supporters are now realizing, not sure why they waited all this time, are now realizing that he wasn't about the people. I don't know why he actually was going around telling people he was a people's president. I guess maybe because he was on TV for a number of years on a reality show where he went around and, for lack of a better word, boss people around. I don't know. And people say, some people think, oh, I like him. He's my kind of guy. No, he's not. He's a rich, arrogant, fat, bloated, orange-colored buffoon. That's exactly what he is. And I'm not, I kind of use the word rich because his rich came from the inheritance of his family's fortune. That, of course, we've been told he squandered around for years and years and years anyway. Matter of fact, I heard when he wrote the book, that book that he wrote about, what was the name of the book? The Art of the Game or something like that. Back in the 80s. He was already broke then. You know, Trump owes millions of dollars in taxes. And they say his tax release came out, they put out that he, for 2 years, he only paid $700 in taxes. And I know I paid more, probably almost 5 times that much. And I don't make nowhere near what Trump was making. Any kind of way of earning. I wasn't earning nowhere close to what he was earning. And this son of a bitch get to pay $700 in taxes. I wish all I had to pay was $700 taxes. Many times over. I wish that's all I had to pay was $700 taxes. Real talk. Must be nice. Must be nice. You know? Many of us wish that. You must be doing all right if all you had to do is be paying $700 taxes. And that means one thing: he had white privilege. Only white privilege could get you off like that. You know, if you were a black person owing that kind of money, guess what? You'd be in bigger trouble as Wesley Snipes was. Yeah, they would have locked you up like Wesley Snipes. Biggest day. He did 3 years for tax evasion. Muhammad Ali did too. Donald Trump, he gets to pay $700 in taxes. Don't tell me white privilege don't exist in this country. If you think it don't exist, you're only fooling your damn self. You're only fooling your damn self. That's the problem today. We don't. How can I put it? The problem today is that Democrats and Republicans are the same. And if you listen to some of Biden's comments lately, especially the last day or two, you can tell he's still a rider for everything that's white privilege in this country. I heard a comment yesterday. We were talking about, well, you people know that black people know that I did all this. I'm paraphrasing this too, by the way, but he did say something to that effect. I did more things for black people than anybody. Blah, blah, blah. It's almost like he's complaining. You know, you're supposed to do. You know, yeah. He's talking about what he did for black folks, but what you doing for black folks? You know, what are you really doing? You talking about how you represent black folks, but what did you do for them? You know, that's my thing. Like they said from the Show Me State, show me what you really about, and stop talking what you talk about doing, and do what you said you're gonna do. You know, but but blacks right now, you got black people worried about. Oh, you gonna put any more black folks out? All they worry about is jobs. They don't care about policies, because that's the first thing I thought about when I heard these black people talking about. And they interviewed these black think tank folks and politicians about Biden. We wanted Biden go put in more jobs in there for black people in the White House. Okay, my thing is. That's not my main concern. Honestly, it's not. It's the least of my damn concerns. It's the least of my concern. Why the fuck am I concerned? You need to get over it, fool. It's the least of my concern. All right? I don't give a damn about how many black people he hired for his White House staff. That's a moot point. And then the media go to ride up and ask that dumb question. You know? Yeah. I don't care about all that. I care about policies. I don't give a fuck if he hired 2 black folks up there. Make your policy stick. You know, for the folks that you're supposed to represent. You're supposed to represent us. You damn sure better adhere to the policies you said you won't do. For the folks you're supposed to represent. I don't give a fuck about how many people you hire for what. And that's been the talk. I've been hearing the talk of. That's been the major talking point. Well, they got this thing out there, some group, 1,000 black women talking about, we want to know how many people you are hiring to work for the White House and dumb stuff like that. I mean, I don't care. They ain't talking about policies. They talking about jobs in the White House. Really? I just shake my head. I said, you gotta be kidding me. You got to be fucking kidding me. They worry about jobs in the White House. Or is it going to hire more blacks for his cabinet? Biden is not hiring enough. Oh, shut up. I really don't care about that. Honestly, that's not my concern. But that's the talking points that they want to do to throw you off on what you really need to be asking about or what you really need to be talking about. That's why I call the media the lamestream media. because they are. They're lame as hell. And I have nothing personal against them, but only thing I have that I'm not crazy about is the fact that they don't want to talk about real talking points. They'll take one thing and run with it on all the networks. We don't really want to talk about black people talking about policies. No, we want to talk about what kind of jobs he's going to put out there for his White House staff. Don't care about that. You mean tell me we have to be more concerned about them putting out jobs to make look like black folks doing something for black folks? No, I don't want that. That's the old school 1970s mentality where, oh, if you get a black person up there, they're going to rep you or they're going to do something for you. That's what people thought about Obama. Didn't do shit. That's what people thought about Eric Holder. He really didn't do shit. And he was head of the Department of Justice. Didn't do a damn thing. Oh, I want to go down to St. Louis and calm these black folks down. Which is what he did. So the grand jury could get Darren Wilson off, which is exactly what happened. Same thing with Daniel Patalia, with Eric Gardner. Same thing with Zimmerman, with Trayvon Martin. Same thing. That's all it's about. Obama was a flunky, and so was Eric Holder, as far as I'm concerned. They were flunkies. They were high-ranking black flunkies, period. That's exactly what they were. They were flunkies. I hate to say it. You know? But I gotta tell the truth, man. This is for all to hear, baby. You know? It really is. There's no point in holding it back. And it makes me sick every time I think about it. What needs to change is the mindset of thinking that black folks don't deserve anything. That we just need to be, quote unquote, put in our place. That mindset got to go. You don't have to look no further. Look in the communities. You know what's going on. Everybody knows what's going on. You know what's needed. We all know what's needed. And that's what needs to be focused on. And until that gets focused with, and until real work is put into that, it's all talk. That's all it's going to ever be until that point. Steve J. Wolf, I'm out.